Hi everybody, welcome to Things We Like.
Welcome to Things We Thrones.
Things We Thrones.
Game of likes.
Yeah, oh, that's better.
Game of Likes. Well, to celebrate the coming of the new series of Game of Thrones on our shores, we shall be having a Game of Thrones themed special whilst we play the Game of Thrones.
It's a game of Thrones.
I'm Lord Greyjoy.
I'm Tywin Lannister, I believe. Although I'm pretty sure, really, I should be. Oh, I don't know. It confuses me. But anyway.
Could be Cersei.
I don't want to be Cersei either. But she's a Baratheon now as well. Surely she's in the Baratheon family because of the marriage and shit. This is what I mean. It gets complex, but also at the point of where we are, I think I must be Tywin.
I think you're Tywin. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I'll live with that. And I'm going to be busy doing other things because I'm more important and none of you matter. So I'm going to make sure I occupy myself with other activities throughout the entire evening.
Well, we could actually try and play out the plot of the first book, Game of Thrones, in which me and Jim will have a scrap. Alf won't be there. He'll be off doing other things. And so will Dan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we would also like to welcome back Reverend Dan to proceedings after a long hiatus. It's very good to have you back.
It's nice to be here.
In the chateau.
Or as he should be known as...
a Baratheon. I think I'm Stannis Baratheon.
Right, go on.
And how has the south of the kingdom been, Stannis?
It's pretty warm actually.
Oh, well, pretty warm down there.
A lot of work, a lot of fun though. I mean, I do spend quite a few of my days going bowling, so I don't really count.
That's southern weather, it's making you soft.
I know, but I'm spending a lot of time with the farm as well, feeding my alpacas, my donkeys.
Your hairy Taylor Lautners.
They are actually pretty cute though.
Not like Taylor Lautner.
Not my time. It looks more like llama.
And you're presumably Ned then?
We're having a debate. Am I Ned, or am I Rob, or am I Jon Snow?
Actually, you could be Rob at this point.
You're not a bastard.
Oh, no, I am. I'm the bastard.
You're not, he can't be the bastard, he's on the wall.
Yeah, John's not even in your cards, is he?
I have Roose Bolton.
Well, he's not Jon Snow.
Not Jon Snow. But I meant like his kid. I could technically be the bastard of Bolton.
What, Ramsay?
Ramsay.
El Psycho.
Yo. Sorry, I'm Eddard Stark.
Oh, it was so funny that with the when Wu watched, he only dropped in on one episode. It was the episode where he's where what the hell's his name now? No, Theon's getting tortured, but he comes in on the sexy bit, and he thinks, "Oh, hello, what's going on here?" But everyone else who's watching it's going, "Oh no, this is not going to end well." It didn't.
Right, I think it should be like taken as read, but we do have to legally say this is going to be spoilerific.
Yeah,
it has the potential to be spoilerific.
We'll do our best. We'll try not to go into the books.
Although, having said that, it's going to diverge, but presumably not that much.
I think everything up to the end of season 3 is fair game for us to mention in this podcast.
Yeah. It's a warm up for season 4. So if you haven't seen him, hopefully the spoilers will make you watch it.
If that has ruined it, it's your own fault for not watching this fine piece of television.
Indeed, yeah. Get with the program, people.
Yeah. Literally get the program. You don't have to get with it, but you just get the program and watch it.
If you're naughty, just download it. We won't tell anyone.
I'll tell everybody, but do it anyway.
I admire piracy in all its forms. I mean, mostly old school pirates, classic ones.
So they represent.
But, yeah, exactly.
Game of Thrones is the most pirated TV show.
They don't give a shit either, it's HBO.
No. they've made their money.
Yeah.
They think it's actually helping them.
Yeah, it makes, it means more people talk about it, and then people who would buy it but haven't heard about it or wouldn't necessarily be into it will go, ooh, I've got to buy that because that sounds really, really good.
Great promo. They should start putting out that Black Sails, which is like, what people have been saying, it's the pirate Game of Thrones.
It's good. I'm
good.
up to date with that, and I think it's pretty. But I really like pirates, so
yeah,
I think it's a good show. Though I think perhaps Game of Thrones being made into a TV show has perhaps opened the door for some things like just killing anyone. It doesn't really matter how famous the actor is; will murder you.
Well,
that's a good thing, though.
It is a good thing
because it sort of makes it more interesting. If you always know somebody's going to be the hero or whatever, that's just kind of gets a bit.
It's so tense. You just don't know.
That's why Heroes was great at the start. People got killed, main characters got capped. Season 1 of that show was great.
Yeah, the only problem really with it is, like, I get like giving somebody absolutely amazeball powers means that perhaps you have to temper them. Peter Petrelli was a reet bitch.
Yeah,
he was just useless, and he had a fucking amazing power.
Second best power.
You reckon? What?
Silo.
Well, I don't reckon you should have to kill people to get the power.
You shouldn't, but that's what
it's
made
better,
it interesting.
But also that's what made Peter Petrelli's better, because when, like that scene when Sila's using super hearing to listen to Peter Petrelli and he immediately gets the power and can hear Sila, that was badass. Yeah, you know what I mean? Somebody uses a power on you and you have it, that's fucking better than Sila's.
It was awesome as well when he's running in all weak as shit to help Claire, and there's a guy comes and punches him and he's like, "Nah, I'll take it from here, I've just got me some super strength."
Which is why they should have, I know they made Silas sort of like a goodie in later ones, they should have made Peter the bad guy.
Should we, is that enough of an introduction?
I think so.
Well, I find that our closed borders spark tension, but years of peace
have strengthened our alliance.
So I feel, I'm happy to not fuck with you immediately.
Yeah, totally.
We'll just see if we get in each other's way. We're going to get in each other's way, but I have. There's plenty of space at the moment.
For the time being, I think we're good. Lannisters is a good start on a 4-player game because you've got the undefended south to go for. I mean, look at this. You've got Highgarden. Ain't no fucker living there.
There's no fucker there.
No fucker in Highgarden.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's pretty badass.
Walk on Dawn.
That is pretty badass.
Check my theory.
Well, let's get the show on the road.
Yeah.
Right, so remember, you can raid from the sea to the land, but you can't raid from the land to the sea.
You haven't got to.
Wait, you can raid from. Sorry, you can't raid from sea to land.
Yeah.
What about sea to sea?
You can raid from sea to land, you can't raid from land to sea.
Ah, okay, cool.
Same with support.
Yeah, cool. Wait, yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, so for people who have never played this game before, this big old game board, it's Westeros, and we're currently putting down tokens, blind tokens that we can't see the other people's moves, that will assign moves to our little pieces that we have on the board who are just adorable. They're all going to die.
Most likely.
We also have certain attributes, so there are special tokens that you can play that will do extra special things for your benefit. Some people can play 3 and some people can play none, depending on their influence on the King's Court track.
I currently can play none, which is a maze ball.
You can play 2. I can play none.
What are you on about? I'm not Greyjoy!
No, I'm Greyjoy.
Kick ass.
Start, you dickhead.
Well, that's...
Right, I've got all my people placed.
I've got all my people placed.
Bases in place.
So Baratheon first.
Well, we all flip at once.
We're flipping our cards and the bird, apparently.
Yep. What does a star raid allow you to do?
remove somebody's defence.
Yeah.
Mm.
I really didn't see anything else to do with him in that moment, so I thought I might as well find out what Star Raid does.
So, first we resolve raid orders. Has anyone played a raid? Alf's got raids.
Serious raids.
Just one.
But it's a serious one, it's got a star on it.
And it's gone.
You can't do anything with that.
Lovely.
So, Baratheon,
Hello.
I believe it's you two. You do your first move.
First move.
Your first move.
Near.
Oh.
What will it say on the lollipop? Dan has moved into an area where it seems I will be moving into.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Seems that way.
Interesting. So, Lannisters.
Do you have to put a power token down in your...
Not in your capital.
Not in your capital, that's ace, that's still mine. Douche.
Cool beans. Stark. It's your move.
What are you going to do?
What is she going to do?
Turn 1 combat.
Sugar dumplings.
Oh my god, I think Keanu Reeves just crashed his car.
Oh, we crashed his drag car.
Fuck. Oh shit, she had like the Heisenberger on.
Yeah. In fact, for authenticity, you should put on the film Parenthood right now, right at the bit where Keanu Reeves crashed his drag strip car.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Oh god, it's just spoilers. This whole episode should just be called Game Spoilers.
Also though, it's nice that we're putting full attention into what we're doing.
Oh, he's alright, people. Keanu Reeves is fine.
And it's okay, folks.
Thank
Right.
God for that.
So,
Oh, he looks a bit like... I'm not going to carry on what I was going to say then, but he looked a little bit like he suffered some serious brain damage as he got out of that vehicle.
Weird, because I was thinking he looked a bit like Mystery Guest in that shot.
Subtle dig.
He used to have that haircut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
well, Lord Stark, eyes on the prize.
That haircut.
Yeah. Alright, it's happening. A thing is happening. I'm moving my little boat from the shivering sea into the narrow sea.
Combat.
And I
Combat.
can see a Baratheon boat.
Where are the battle modifiers?
Good question.
And the wildling cards?
It's another good question.
Here they are. Here we have the Wildling cards, which generate a random...
Wildling attack threat.
Oh, I didn't change my token. I mean, I could have done, but it was pointless. But does that mean I can look at what the wildling thing is? Because I've got old gravy balls.
Before we start resolving moves.
And it's selected to change a move either.
No, I knew that. I thought that meant then I could look at the thing.
Still before you start resolving.
Oh, you have to choose whether you're going to do one or other.
Yeah.
That's shit. If I lose this now in this next turn, I will be sad about that. Yeah.
It's good to know.
I've had a nice little revelation. The whole time we've been playing this game, I thought that was a ram's skull, but it's actually upside down. It's a mammoth skull.
Is it? It's not a mammoth, is it?
Yeah.
Is that what they call?
Yeah.
Is that what they call them in the book? Or
It's fairly safe to assume they must be in the book. If there's a mammoth skull on the cards, isn't it?
Well, I mean, like, is that what they call them?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I
Pontiac
thought they
or
were called something else just similar to that, but no, it makes sense that they're just called man.
That's what pissed me off about Lord of the Rings. Oh, look, an elephant! They all pronounce elephant wrong, like...
Like Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah, Timothy Elephant trapped the pump.
Something I like about Game of Thrones. Winterfell. It's kind of like designed around a hot spring, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So like the whole castle's like super warm in the middle of Winterland.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But Ned Stark's such a beast that he leaves the windows open. He
Stands
likes
there
it
naked.
cold.
Stands there naked. Post coitus.
Indeed he does. Is that how we're introduced to Ned?
I don't.
Oh no,
think
you've got
so.
it finding the pups as well
Yeah.
first.
Of the direwolves.
Yeah,
think
that's
it's-
how we're introduced to Caitlin.
I think that's really how we're introduced to Ned too.
What was the impression I was left with?
Sean Bean's arse. I think that's probably what George R. R. Martin was thinking of as well when he wrote it.
Probably. It reminds me of the start of Die Hard 2. Ned Stark doing naked Tai Chi. Out the windows at
That's not Ned Stark. That's not Sean Bean in that though.
No, it's not
Yeah.
should be. But it should be.
Well, the other guy's pretty good.
He's good.
Adams.
I like a bit of Bill Sadler.
Bill Sadler.
William Sadler.
Yeah. But,
Bill Sadler.
I like Sean Bean more.
Bastard.
Bastard.
That's what I like about Game of Thrones. Northern pronunciations of swear words.
You are a bastard.
You are a bastard.
A daughter fucking bastard.
That line is, one of the most iconic from the series, I reckon.
It's the face he makes before he says it, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Yeah. Fuck it. I do, slightly off Game of Thrones, but it's one of the things I really like about Sean Bean. Like that bit in Troy when he's playing a Greek person, but he just turns up with a really thick Yorkshire accent. Don't mind missing the start as long as I'm there at 10. You're like, what the fuck?
I do like that about Hollywood adaptations of like
When they make
classical
more Irish
mythology.
or something.
Yeah, everyone's just British because in ancient Greece and Rome, everyone spoke with a British accent, didn't they?
Yeah. We're God's own country. First country ever.
Mm-hmm.
It is weird.
Hodor.
Oh, hold on.
Hodor.
Who could possibly get married now? Turns out Hodor just came out this week. He's gay.
He's a big gay.
He's a big gay.
But you could have got married before.
Couldn't have done.
He could have got married to a lady.
Yeah. To a woman.
I don't think that would have satisfied him.
Probably not, from the sound of it. That he's a beast of a man.
That was meant as a compliment, wasn't it, Jim?
Yes. Hodor is possibly the most legendary character as well. And the way he delivers his lines.
That's why I still think Bran should have been like sneaking inside Hodor and taking control of it.
You mean with his psychic powers?
Yes, not with his
He's not climbing in through his rectum and operating him like a puppet, no.
wearing him like a sleeping bag. No. Because he's a warg. Warg. So he can.
He's a wag. He's going out with Stephen Gerrard.
Yeah, and he can get into the minds of animals.
Like Stephen Gerrard.
Yeah.
Is that why so many wags seem so feral?
Yeah, they spend a lot of time in wolves.
And eagles.
Yeah, well, crows and shit, I suppose. Yeah, probably there is eagles and stuff as well. Yeah.
The wildling guy.
Yeah, 6 skins. 7 skins? 6 skins?
6 skins? Yeah, he's got loads of stuff, hasn't he, that you can go into.
Yeah.
He's got a whole pack of things.
6.
Yeah. Is one of them like a bear or some kind of saber cat?
Something ridiculous like that, yeah.
Is one of them like a mammoth?
No. Oh, I don't think so. He's got a bird and like, I don't know, they're there.
He's got a beard.
He's got a bird. He doesn't treat him very nice.
So,
But she looks after him. She pecks the eyes out of people that are going for him, or attempts to anyway.
hey, I'm like nowhere.
Yeah.
So, the culmination of our long-awaited battle.
Ooh, here we go. Now, what happens here is you have a point thing, right? Each boat is like worth 1, so each little figure has an arbitrary value. So currently, it's 1 versus 1.
It's 1 versus -1.
It's 1 versus
1 versus 0.
Shit! I move with the token that had a -1 on. I'm not thinking. Oh, in fact, fuck. It's too late now. And so we will also choose one of our house cards, which are one of the characters from the book.
You choose a champion to lead your forces. Who do you choose?
I choose. Oh wait, do we not pick the battle modifiers first, or is that?
No.
Okay.
No.
I have. You have it in your hand. You have yours chosen.
Well, you're not fighting me.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Oh god. You have it.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
I am choosing Robb Stark.
Choosing Melisandre. Fucking stabs you. You've got a sword.
She does have a sword. She could potentially kill my boat.
Okay, so what does Robb Stark say?
Mine only matters if I win.
Okay.
And you've got 3. So far, it's 3 versus 2.
Yes.
And now we use a Tides of Battle card to pick our final
first.
scores.
We now each have an extra or a minus number, which will be added to our battle score.
Swan.
+1.
So Jim wins the battle.
Was tight.
Nobody dies.
Nobody
he runs off on
dies.
his side, crippled.
So Dan must retreat from the narrow sea back to Shipbreaker
Well
Bay.
done.
Indeed, the odds were against you. You did it in the end.
And if you win,
Well, if I'd have won,
you did win.
yeah, I choose the area to which the opponent retreats.
There is only he
Set
can't
it up.
retreat from the place you came from.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's only one place he can go.
Hell.
And he's gone now.
Right. So it's me to move. And I move this little chap from Greywater Watch to Sea Guard. And I'll leave a power token behind. The Greywater Watch remains under my control. And it's the Baratheons to move.
Over there for now. Going into
Cracker point.
points.
I go.
Yes. So now we all hold 2 castles. The aim of the game is to be in control of 7 castles. So Alf's rapidly expanding.
Like a helium balloon.
And it is the Starks to move once more.
Right.
I will move my boat to the Sunset Sea. Baratheons, have you got any more moves?
No, mate.
No, mate. Lannisters, no?
No.
Starks, your final move.
Starts to be a wild.
Jim's forcing his way south like a battle boy.
Everything I could have said after that would have to have been edited anyway.
And I will move my other ship out of port. Yeah, he gets 2. He's on a crown.
Ah, okay.
And I get just the 1. Oh, no, I get 2. So I'm on a crown.
Could you not conceivably, was that a star crown?
Can't play star,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately. And that riveting turn of events was turn 1 of the Game of Thrones.
Well, no, it's not.
We must applaud Peter Dinklage
Cracking performance.
for being an ace.
Yeah.
He really carries that role.
And my favourite character, Arya, however you want to pronounce it. She's just a badass. She's a little girl. She got more bottle than anyone else.
And it's her first acting role as well.
Good on her as well. Yeah, she's done that really well actually.
Well, she can only be young and she can only be like, what?
No, she's like
14
27.
now? 27.
Yeah.
Makeup's incredible on that show.
No, she is like, I don't know, 13.
I like Sir Davos. He's my favourite. It's just, he's got the balls to stand up for Stannis. Stand up against Stannis if he thinks he's doing wrong things.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Even though he knows that it's probably not going to end well for him.
Yeah, even though he knows it's not in his best interests, he stands up for his sense of morals in any circumstance.
I'm the best interest of Stannis often.
Yeah, even when they don't align with his own.
Yeah, because how Stannis is not got onto the fact that Melisandre doesn't work for him. She works for the fucking Red God. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, the Red God wants this. No, the Red God wants what the Red God wants. You need to start fucking slapping that bitch about and telling her to fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, she's a horrible piece of work, really.
I do like Stannis. It's only his crazy religious bent that really puts me off him. I mean, he's a bit, too harsh.
He's got the best claim to the throne.
Yeah.
Legally.
Yeah. Because, fair enough, Daenerys has a pretty strong claim, but that's a war claim. That requires war to get that claim. Now, obviously, they've gone to war, but it didn't require it. If they were all willing to go, clearly Joffrey is an inbred twat, it should go to Stannis. He's the older brother, and the Baratheons are in charge. That's kind of seems like that's the way it should have gone, but then Renly was a little bitch.
Yeah.
Although he would have been a better king, he was a little bitch. and you just sort of, don't know. Yeah, it's got pretty complicated.
No, I don't like Joffrey. He's a little slimy cunt, but I do love just how repellent he is.
He's amazing.
He's played that really well.
Yeah. And he's probably got no love for it at all. Everyone will remember that guy for playing an utter cunt and he'll never be forgiven for it.
He says he's not going to act after Game of Thrones. I don't really blame him because he's only going to get cast as utter twats.
He's a smart dude though. You seen that address he gives to? It's like a half-hour talk he does to. I think it's King's College, Oxford. That's one of their Oxbridge colleges. He's erudite. He's a really bonus speaker.
I imagine as well, there's a thing there, if you're sensible about it, when you just sort of, you know what I mean, you could carry on trying to look for roles, but you're playing a kid, you know, wait a bit, isn't it, become an adult, and then if you want to carry on acting, I'm sure you'll be able to get roles.
Do a Joseph Gordon-Levitt, disappear for the best part of a decade and come back and be able to assemble a career for yourself as not a child actor.
Yeah, and long enough will have passed that people might be a bit more... That was like Haley Joel Osment in
Spoils of Babylon.
Spoils of Babylon, amazing. He's like really chubby, and it's crazy. But it's a great show anyway. But that was a brilliant little appearance.
He's in Tusk as well, one of the main characters. Kevin Smith's new film.
Oh, cool.
Previously on Game of Thrones.
So
Death, sex, more death.
And that was just Jim.
Yeah.
Sex and death.
A really quiet weekend.
Cool. Can I just say how much I love Arya?
yeah,
Or we'll have to. What is the pronunciation of that name?
I say Arya.
Arya.
Oh,
It's just because it's like
Oh yeah.
the Harry thing, isn't it? Like because you get called Harry, but Harry. Oh yeah.
Right, anyway, welcome to turn 2. We now flip the Westeros cards, which will tell us interesting topical things that happen this round.
Is it bad? It sounds bad.
It sounds windy.
Right, first things first, the wildling token moves up 1.
That's okay.
Okay.
Second thing second.
Second thing second, mustering.
No shit.
Oh shit, we get to muster. Can I muster in my capital? No.
Yeah.
You can.
Anywhere where you control a castle, you can now place troops. If you go in a small castle, you can muster for 1 point. If you're in a large castle, you can muster for 2 points. A footman's worth 1 point, a boat's worth 1 point. A knight and a siege engine are both worth 2 points.
Can I put another horse in here then?
As long as it's within your supply limits.
What is my supply limit then? No.
You can, yeah, because it's... You can
3.
have 3 pieces in 1 square and 2 pieces in 2 other squares.
Ace.
So I can put in my bed in.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put a horse in that one then.
No, you can only muster for 1 point at cracker point.
I'd like to motion that from now on we call them horsies.
Horsies.
Horses, yeah. Armoured pickups.
Yeah. I think boaties might be a bit too much though.
A wee board.
A wee boat.
Right, so I've got all my mustard. As everybody else.
I think I got my mustard.
Cool.
Oh no, I haven't. Wait a minute. Haha.
Oh, Jim had more mustard.
I got a little bit more mustard.
Okie dokie. Card number 2. A Game of Thrones. Each player collects 1 power token for each power icon printed on the area he controls.
Does that again, where my first power token is, do I get that one as well because I control that area?
Yeah, that is right. So I get 2.
3. And that's it.
No, we've got the 3rd one as well.
Oh wow.
If everyone's collected their powers.
Resupply.
Web of Lies.
Ugh.
Support orders cannot be played during this planning phase.
Damn spies.
Shitters.
Fucking shitters.
Can I? Is it now we put?
Now we place our tokens, yeah.
Can I look at the thingy card now?
If he wants.
Well, you can, but it means you won't be able to swap an order later on.
That's fine.
Yeah?
Well, but isn't this about the time I would put my orders down and then I've got to do it before we turn them over?
Not before we turn them over, before we resolve them. So once we turn them over, that's when you have your choice of whether to change an order or look at the card.
Oh, okay, no, I'll wait, cool.
My unit's no longer routed now, isn't it? I would have thought you would have gone for routed.
This is a really fun game.
As you can tell.
It's taking a bit of thinking right now.
It is heavily tactical. We'll probably post a picture of the game, at least to the WordPress blog, of the board, so you can get an idea of it.
Oh, I thought you meant just an idea.
Just an idea.
It will inspire you.
Not necessarily anything to do with this, but...
Okay.
You know it's a good move when you have to say fuck it first.
Right, has everybody played their orders?
Yeah, make it
I've
flip it.
Sure.
I've got to do... Well, I suppose I can put something on there, but it seems fairly pointless.
You can play a crown on a port.
Can you?
Yeah, you get 1 power for each ship in port.
Oh, well.
Oh shit.
Bonza.
How many ships can you have in port at once?
3, as
3.
long as your supply.
Oh, I suppose technically you could have 4 of you. So we've got the supply for it.
Yeah.
That's something to remember. How many start? You get you get a power token for each ship in port.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got raids.
I've got raids. Right then. Who's got raids?
Oh shit.
I can't do nothing with my raids. So I shall remove them.
Let the magic begin.
Did they get rid of razors so easy? Moving horse head to them.
Cool beans.
Yeah, they are.
My go.
Yes.
What are you thinking there, Decker?
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can do that. That's my big art. That's my biggest arm. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't look at the wildling card though.
I fucking
Oh,
did.
or
And I
change
didn't
order.
change my order. I didn't
Oh.
want to change my order. I wanted to look at the thing. I should have fucking looked at it at the start. That's balls, man. That is fucking balls.
Not just shock.
Hopefully, it won't go out of my hand again this turn.
For those of you at home, Alf made an excellent, not sure it's appropriate to say it, but spaz face.
And on that bombshell, it's your move, Jim.
That's what I avoided saying before about Keanu Reeves' face. That's what I backed out of and went for brain damage instead.
Right, I'm not sure if spaz face is allowable, because they use it in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
What did they say? It's Knucklehead McSpazatron.
Yeah,
Which is slightly different.
I guess.
Yeah, because clearly the dominant thing in that is Knucklehead.
The robot
It was settlers.
Ah, it was so.
Every time the things die.
Nice death noise.
Is the Baratheons to move again if they can?
They can, but where do they go?
That march order does worry me. But
Well, there's discussion time. Are you going for King's Landing?
yeah, I was going to sack King's Landing.
Go for it. I'm
Alright.
not going to fucking... I've got my own plans.
That's
Hey,
what I'm worried about.
our close borders are, but not necessarily right now.
It does appear to be the only square he can move into.
Yeah.
Not
No, I
occupied by his own troops.
No, I can go across.
Oh
the
no,
bridge.
Alf's troops.
I can go up north, but
Oh, you can.
No,
Alf
but-
can't. He's got
I
river and
can't
where.
go for north.
You can just move your horses if you want to leave your dude there and still take
Oh,
it.
no.
Give you +1.
Good point. Kablamo.
Dan holds the Iron Throne. Both figuratively and literally.
Well, metaphorically as well.
You're wearing long johns. It's very warm in here.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
The little kid from Jurassic Park. He's been in things now. He was in the Pacific and the Social Network. He's pretty good. He was good in the Pacific. There were better TV shows
Oh, I've not watched it. I've still not watched it. It's because it doesn't seem real.
The only problem with the Pacific is it's not a band of brothers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And unfortunately,
That
it
bar
might
is
not sound
way
like a
too
big
high.
problem, but it's a staggeringly awful problem if you've already seen Band of Brothers.
And also, like I don't know, I can't. From a movie and film standpoint, iconically, the setting of Band of Brothers and stuff, like European Second World War, is what fits in my mind. So when you're watching it in Japan and stuff, it's like, hey, this is like some weird, like you're trying to make a Second World War Vietnam film. What's going on here? Now, I respect the fact that it all happened. And, you know,
They didn't make it up.
but it's still just, it looks like it's like a movie fake thing. That's, it's probably more stupid than me, but, it just it feels like
some of the battle scenes are just as grim and gritty as Band of Brothers.
I think we get.
It's just not quite as prolonged awfulness.
And it's so sunny, because obviously it's filmed in the South Pacific, and that's maybe why it looks a bit filmy, because it's like it's always sunny and nice.
Yeah.
Whereas in Band of Brothers,
it's just grim.
yeah.
It's mostly just grey, muddy, and grim. I still love the Lieutenant Spears bit when he goes epic. That was fucking awesome.
Charges across the two fronts.
Just absolutely legendary. That whole bit, because he came in and just took control, didn't he, off the guy who lost the plot, and then he just was like, "Fuck, we need to connect to the guys on the other side of the town. Fuck it." Off he goes. Brilliant. And that's the thing that's amazing about Band of Brothers movies, because it's all based on true events, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the problem where the Pacific doesn't hold up. Band of Brothers is adapted from one man's war diary, and the Pacific is adapted from three people's war diaries and anecdotal stories. So it doesn't gel quite as well. And no Dick Winters.
Yeah. Oh, the Jim Carrey moment. That's my favourite bit. The full on Jim Carrey moment for Dick Winters.
Dick Winters.
And Ron Livingston.
Hi, I'm Ron Livingston.
And while making Band of Brothers, I made a diary. It's cool, actually. The diary's cool. It's just the intros that's rubbish about that. Like, they did a diary of all the training before they went in, like boot camp and everything. It's cool, but it's like it was obviously done as segments for TV. So it's like dead short. There's like 10 of them, and at the start of every one, it's got the "Hi, I'm Ron Livingston."
Right.
It's just you're like, all right. But that means I do remember his name now, so well done to him.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty shit with names, so
Can't put a face to him. Ron Livingston.
he's the guy who worked for intelligence that's mates with.
Office Space? You seen Office Space?
He's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
He's the main dude in Office Space.
That's Ron Livingston.
That's Ron Livingston.
Yeah. It's good. Wow, we got quite far away from Game of Thrones then.
You're looking a bit close to my borders there, Jim.
Am I?
Yeah. You look like you might be intending to enter them.
Is it my move?
It is your move.
Oh, I'm just putting him there, really. I'm
Okay.
just putting him there.
We're going to slip him in there, mate. Don't worry.
Just couldn't slip him in
Just
there.
a horsey. Just a tip.
Right. Baratheons, any more moves?
No, man, yeah.
Lannisters, you've got a move.
I do.
You've got designs on the south, mate.
Got designs on that castle right there.
Which couple?
The
one that I've just got.
Oh, that one.
Well then, Jim,
But you still have access
I
to
believe
the
it's
area
your
and all that.
move.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
deal.
if it's going to come down to it,
Are
it's
we
going to
cool?
come down to it.
Yeah, we cool.
I
And
mean,
this is my
I'm
move.
happy with my side. And I'll take the Erie.
Nice. Jim's got the Erie.
First time ever.
Move north anyway. Well, the Northern Rebellion.
Fellow.
So now that's all the moves.
Power and mustering.
Power and mustering.
You get get 2 for a big castle.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously that doesn't count from the power that I get this time. Well, I don't know actually, will it?
Once you went up.
You resolve them in turn order.
Good.
He's mustering first before power.
If you want to, yeah.
You know? So you get 2 for that. I get 2 for that.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Is anyone else?
Yeah, I've done that.
I get 2. Oh no, wait. If you put a crown down an area with the crown, still just 1, right?
No, you get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, look, Cracker's on.
Fucking great. Robert Carlyle's in this one.
Oh, that's good one.
Chris Eccleston.
And that's Harry Potter's mum.
Was it?
Yeah.
Cracker.
Yeah, Robbie Coltrane plays Harry Potter's mum.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Strangely enough, it's a misquote. In the book, it's Harry, you're a wizard.
Huh. The one line that they shouldn't have messed up.
The more you know.
Oh, young Christopher Eccleston. Look at him. Just slip of a boy. I think he plays his boss in this.
Yeah, he's the super.
His haircut's super.
Quick filing going on there. Anyway.
So I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the books in this, but my thing I like about Game of Thrones is Strong Belwas.
Oh, I don't like the fact that he's missing.
Yeah, it sucks that he's not in the TV show.
But he could appear in this series because...
He could do. They're doing more in Marine.
And also because they'd like... You know, what are you going to do? Have him appear for 30 seconds and a 5-minute bit of introduction in the last season, and I can see why financially they wouldn't necessarily want to do that as well, so maybe they're just waiting. I fucking hope they're waiting, because he's a legendary character.
For anyone not to know, Strong Belwas is a legendary fighting eunuch from the slave pits of Marine.
And he's a big fat dude. He loves to eat. And...
He loves to kick ass?
Yeah, and he's mates with... We're going, fuck it. He's mates with Barristan Selmy, so you know that bit where Barristan turns up and saves...
here I am.
Saves Daenerys. Strong Belwas is fucking there too. It helps him save.
Posing as a squire.
Yeah.
Selmy is posing as Strong Belwas' squire.
So I take it that scene, which in the TV series was a little tiny scene with the little magic thing. I take
it didn't happen like that.
I think it was like a load of dudes and they turned
no,
to fight.
No, it was just one.
It was one dude with a manticore, but there's a lot more exposition and set up to the character of Whitebeard. He turns out to be
Austin Whitebeard.
Turns out to be Sir Barristan the Bold.
So it's more of a big reveal.
Yeah, because he disappears, doesn't he? And then, oi.
Yeah.
And they did do that for him, but they didn't introduce Strong Belwas.
They might get there.
I hope they do.
Keep your eyes open for Strong Belwas, because he's a...
I don't know who they get to play him. Hopefully someone relatively unknown.
Yeah, as long as he's big, fat, loves to eat and fight, I'll be happy.
And a unit.
Well, he doesn't need to be unique. They should get Johnny Vegas.
Ian Brown.
Or who's the comedian dude?
Johnny Vegas?
No. He's like a Middle Eastern descent.
Oh, Mick Jalili.
Jalili, that's the one.
Do you reckon he'd be...
He could no, he'd be terrible.
If they CGI'd him massive and also taught him to act like a hard ass.
I don't know who they could get really. I suppose
Go for the fucking UFC Grok or something.
go for that big country, the big fat guy who's a UFC fighter. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing, but he wouldn't shave his big beard off. That's not necessarily a problem. He'd just be a big barbarian eunuch dude, but he'd be ace. Yeah, and he's hard. So
It's the end of turn 2.
no more chat about Strong Belwas.
We can talk about Strong Belwas if you want.
Well, we kind of advance even further into the books if we want to start really talking about him. And I think that's perhaps, yeah, I think that's probably a little bit not cool.
So it's not cool.
So a lot happens.
I mean, again, for the record, you've read all 7 books. 7 books?
I've lost track of how many books there are.
6 or 7, but yeah, I
Read them all.
5, but a couple of them, a few of them 3 volumes.
Dan's on his way.
Yeah, I'm at Feast for Crows now, not for 3 now. It's gotten good.
I found that it was too orangey for Crows.
Just for you and your dog.
I'm still hoping that turns up on the wall at some point. Someone refuses them food and says, it's too orangey for Crows.
Any other likey-likies in Game of Thrones? Oh, we were still on... Oh no, we weren't. We just all had a go at what was our favourite character.
Our Littlefinger and Varys.
That was one of the... That's something I could say that's amazing. The conversations between Littlefinger, Varys and Tyrion in the first season. Yeah. Well, and mostly the first season was when they had those best bits where it was all 3 of them. It was like, here are some serious fucking game players all getting to have a little chat and be a bit subterfugey with each other as well.
So
and it was fucking cool, man.
The big 3 political moves as well. I suppose Tywin's probably got real there as well.
No, Tywin's great, but Tywin's like, those 3 are kind of, especially at that point, were on a bit of an even keel, like, with each other, which made it interesting, whereas Tywin's like...
Tywin's a mouse.
Yeah, Tywin's good, and it's cool when he's like being clever and he's putting people down, but I prefer the Queen of Thorns.
Yeah.
She's just fucking like, no shit, we got quiet time, let's sort some crap out. She's, great casting through the whole series, really. They've done excellent work.
Who's that chick? The chick from the Railway Children. What's her name?
James something.
Jenny Arbiter?
No.
Jenny Claire? Is she a Jenny?
It's not Jenny Claire.
The Eclair.
I don't think it's a Jenny. I think it's a Diane Rigg.
Diane Rigg. Oh yeah, from the Avengers, am I thinking? Yeah.
Yeah, she played the Hulk, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a wild Marvel adaptation.
Well, even like Sansa, perfect. She's really irritating. Well done.
One thing I do like is Aidan Gillen's Littlefinger voice. It sounds like no accent known to man.
It just walks around all over the place.
There's probably something about that as well, though, isn't there?
It's almost Adam West-like.
His delivery is amazing.
I will have to acquire some sons.
Play with her arse.
It's like halfway to Bane. Chaos is a ladder.
Yeah, there is only the ladder.
That's like also Pycelle, the fucking ringer, with his fucking morning exercise routine where he's shuffling, he's calling Yoda.
Do do do.
Actually, I think that's my favourite thing about Game of Thrones. It's the super medieval fun timeline.
From bad lip reading.
Yeah.
We'll put the link up. It's hard to explain, just watch it.
Possibly my favourite lip dog. I want to see an episode of that.
I could watch a whole movie of that. Could you do that?
Maybe with all the footage available it would be difficult.
Or maybe like something, like that guy did the re-edits of Star Trek. They're a lot easier to do because they're always in the same uniforms and there's like 7 years of most of them.
Yeah.
You could do a whole film of like BLR with bad lip reading. Jeez. Or at least like 40 minutes. Maybe a film at St. Mark.
I also, one of the things I would applaud, and I think it happened for me, and I don't know if it's like would transfer to people who were only watching the show, but at the end of the 3rd book, that was very much the point for me where it kind of changes the way you read it, because it sort of felt more like a history, because you just fucking kill anyone, you really will. Like, you kind of like, I know it's like it clearly was that way from the start, but you sort of still feel like, no, maybe not this person, or no, fucker will kill anyone, and that makes it feel more like you're reading a history, I think, than like reading a story in that way, because you're not second guessing who the main character is. He's also by that point he's flipped people's personalities on you. Like people that you hated, you're now like, oh, actually they had a bit of a run time of it.
Yeah, genuinely honest.
But you're right though. With a lot of things, you can predict the storyline, even though you're not familiar with it, based on the fact that you know how a TV show or film works. Like, you know certain guys are going to win overall. You know there will be hardship endured, but they'll come out on top, and that's just not the case.
Yeah.
With the story.
So again, you know, they did it really well with that first series. Oh, you get behind Ned. Oh, kill him. And then second, third, get behind Rob. No, kill him.
Yeah.
So sort of, it's going to be interesting to see what happens this time. But yeah, he's totally up for murdering everyone, which is brilliant.
Any word on the next book?
Yeah, he's working on it apparently.
Either late this year or early next one, sometime next year.
Oh, I hope it's late this year. That'd be amazing.
He says he reckons he'll definitely have got all the books done and out before the end of the TV show.
And they're only pegging for like 7 to 10 years, depending. Possibly finishing with a film.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know if I'm.
Said.
I know, unless it's like 3 hours.
Yeah, it'd be something like 2.5 hours. Big
Okay.
crescendo.
If it ends in a giant dragon battle, then yeah, you know, fucking IMAX 3D me that shit. But if we've got 2.5 hours of Littlefinger and his assembled cronies around the table debating how they hack up the empire between them, then maybe I don't need to go to the cinema to see something like that.
I'm thinking it'll be the big fight.
Might be a bit of both.
There will be an element of spectacle if they make it into a film. There has to be.
The North versus the South and Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, will they try and make it so that it could stand alone though?
That's the worry. Because like, if you're investing,
You can do that though.
a $200 million film where you probably would have to have seen
No,
7 to 10
you
series
could,
before.
No,
right?
you could do I don't mean that. I mean you could make a standalone that worked. You could do it, yeah, because it's like it's all building to a point, and it, you know, the nature of it. You could, you know, think of it like you could have taken a section, probably some sections of other stuff that's occurred there and made a movie out of it. Like,
Oh yeah, but this is like the big end piece. I mean, it's doable.
the
but
Battle of Blackwater, you could have made a
that's what I was
movie around
thinking.
that. You could have made a movie around.
It's an hour or something, a little journey.
Yeah.
Just focused on that.
You could have just done it could have been a series of movies. At one point, it almost was. But
It's too much though, because you'd have to do a couple for each book.
It is also crazy to think that first book came out in '96. A long time ago.
It's like 11.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been reading that then. Straight over the top.
we started at round 3.
Yes.
Wait, hold on.
Who shall win? Who shall survive? Will it be the Starks with their wily, wild and northern nature? Shall it be the Baratheons with their stag-like regality, forthright and warlike manner? Shall it be the Greyjoys with their cunning and seaworthiness? Or shall it be the Lannisters with all the shit they've got? Let us find out in part 2 of A Game of Thrones. Play with our ass!